The toxicology report is out, and it indicates that the Miami cannibal was not, in fact, on bath salts. So I have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings about this because A, it proves the fact that the media went crazy way too early and reported that he was on bath salts. Look, I did so as well, but that was because you had credible news organizations saying that this cannibal was on bath salts. So you're like, oh, I guess it's already confirmed. But the toxicology report does indicate that he was not on bath salts. In fact, the only drug that was found in his system was marijuana. Now, this is where my mixed feelings come in, because I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if marijuana was the only drug or only substance in his blood at that time. Marijuana did not cause him to go after a homeless person
and try to chew his face off.
And chew his face off. And I'm scared because right now we're having this huge movement in the country where we're trying to legalize marijuana. And I'm worried that people who are against that are going to take this story and say, see, if we legalize, all of a sudden homeless people will have their faces chewed off. You know?
Even though it's the one time and the only time that there's been any connection between that particular behavior and pot smoking.
Exactly.
You know, but that will be, as you said, probably something that will be latched upon, because the people that are against legalization of marijuana, they're not really interested, I think, in the reality. They want to help keep things as they are instead of, you know, taking all of these people out of the criminal justice system, because private prisons, you know, they do profit from that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The more people they get to put away, the more money they get.
I know. You know, I'm just thinking about his state of mind at that moment, and
what was he thinking?
No,
really?
he was sober. Like, we just realized that he wasn't on any drugs. Like, he might have smoked marijuana, but if he did smoke marijuana, it could have even been like 2 weeks earlier. Marijuana stays in your blood for quite a while.
Right.
So I'm actually thinking, like, wow, he was not on any drugs, and he had the desire to bite a homeless man's face off in the nude.
Well, I think this is going to be a far more interesting question of what his psychological makeup is. Now,
Yes.
he's obviously got to go to a mental health institution and be evaluated. They'll have a field day with that, because really that's quite unusual for somebody to have that particular psychotic episode.
Now, they shot him and killed him. So
that's
don't
right.
Even,
I'm sorry. You're
it's
right.
okay.
I forgot.
And, you know, there were so many cannibal stories. It's really hard to keep up with, you know, all of the suspects in the cases. But, you know, I would have been curious to see what the psychological makeup was. And I'm also curious to see if liberals would be smart enough to focus on the cut in funding for medical health care facilities, and whether or not this, you know, it has an impact on the mental health of people who are out on the streets right now.
Well, clearly it does. I mean, this was something that we see all over the place, you know, down in Los Angeles, downtown Skid Row. It's documented that, you know, a great majority or a great number of the homeless people that camp out down there are dealing with mental health issues, and that's a problem across the country. You know, that's the reason why we have veterans who are so often homeless, because they aren't getting the proper mental health treatment that they deserve to get and that they need to get. And it's happening, you know, across the country in all demographics of the population. It's unfortunate.
It really is.